Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over my thoughts on the first wave of Gen 5 Pokemon that will be released September 16th in Pokemon Go. This is going to be some pretty exciting stuff. So we already know we're going to be getting these starter Pokemon, as well as a few other teases that they did show some images of regarding shiny Pokemon, so that is going to be quite exciting. So let me know, guys, what you are most excited for to see come Gen 5. Because we all know that they're going to release them in waves. That is the best way to release different generations of Pokemon so people don't get bored and catch them all at once. So they are going to be bringing Gen 5 shinies right away come September 16th. And there's a little something to go over because Klinklang is actually going to be a little bit farther down into the Pokedex, which is kind of not necessarily throwing me off, but they're definitely not going to be releasing all of the first wave up until its position in that Pokedex, because there's going to be quite a few. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a little bit newer to Pokemon, let's go ahead and go over that so you have a good understanding. Then let's go ahead and go over their stats for the Pokemon that I think are going to be released for the first wave of Gen 5. Alrighty, so here we have all of the Gen 5 Pokemon pulled up. The number one spot is going to be Victini. Now that is going to be a mythical. Obviously, they're not going to be releasing that right away, and if they did, I would be quite surprised. So let's go ahead and move it all the way down here. Until Unfezant. I think that's about where we're going to see the end of the first wave. But if we go all the way down here, let's see where we can find Klinklang, and we'll make that determination. Because look at all of these other Pokemon in between. They're just definitely not going to release all these. So all the way down here, there we have Klinklang, and its first stage is actually going to be released as a shiny variant. So there you go, for just a clear understanding as to what I was talking about there. They're definitely not going to be releasing everything in between there up until Unfezant, because you know every generation needs that sort of Pidgey style bird in the beginning, right? So let's go ahead and go over their stats and see what they have going on for them. Alrighty, so starting it off with, I suppose, number 2, Victini being number 1, but this is going to be the grass starter for Gen 5, Snivy. And then if we move it on to Servine, this is actually going to be something that I might think will be performing nicely in the Great League, because take a look at its max CP, 1441, attack 122, defense 152, and stamina 155. Yes, squishy, but it will be maxing out. Depending upon the moveset it does release on it, then it should possibly be performing decently there. And then we have Superior, another Pokemon I think may perform okay in the Great League. Because take a look at its max CP, it's fairly low at 2,277. Defense, pretty decent, 204, and then stamina, 181. It's not looking horrible for that stamina there. Really depends, yet again, upon the moveset here. But seeing that it does have that lower CP, it will be at a higher level for the Great League, therefore showing a little bit more potential for PvP. As far as PvE going up against gyms and raids, obviously there's going to be way better grass types outperforming it easy. And then we have Tempig, which is going to be the fire starter for Gen 5 here. Pure fire first, but then of course it's going to go into firefighting. You know how I don't know what's up with all these firefighting types for the starters, but Pignite, and it's going to be going into that dual typing of fighting there. Let's go ahead and take a look at its stats, maxing out at 1924, attack 173, decent, defense 106, not so great, but stamina is looking okay at 207 there. So there you have the stage 1. Then we have stage 2, Emperor, and its fully evolved form, fire and fighting type. Now let's look at this. It's going to be maxing out at 2,982, attack 235, defense 127, and stamina 242. Now, what do you think about this guy here? Do you think it's going to perform well? Everything looks just fantastic except for the defense, but that's okay. That stamina seems like it's almost making up for it, sitting at a whopping 242. That's pretty high up there. It really depends. If it gets a good moveset, I see this thing with a bright future. And then onto the Gen 5 water starter, Oshawott. This is a little cute one here, very nice. Duat, I really like this one here. It does like kind of take those shells off its side and use them as sort of ninja stars, so kind of ninja-esque. Max CP 1741, attack 159, defense 116, and stamina 181. Potential in the Great League for PvP? Possibly. Who knows? Let's see. Then we have Samurott. I know a lot of people are extremely excited for this guy here. Pure water type. Max CP, 2,826. Attack 212, defense 157, and stamina 216. The stats on this are actually looking pretty good. The attack is very decent, sitting over 200. So I have high hopes for this one. And let's see what the Community Day move is going to be, because you know that's what they're going to get. All starter Pokemon are going to get a Community Day, guaranteed, right? And then we have the first shiny that was announced by Niantic to be released in Gen 5. Well, not the first, but the first in the line in order of the Pokedex for the Gen 5. Unova region. It's going to be a normal type Pokemon. All right, so nothing too special going on here. Then we have Watchog. I always, I don't know. I always thought this design was weird. It's fine. Everything is great. It's just the eyes. I'm like, what's that? Those hypnotized eyes? I don't get it. It looks a little odd. Like it's extremely angry. Normal type, right? Maxing out at 1819, attack 165, defense 139, and stamina 155. Watchog. He's watching you. All right, then we have the next shiny up on the list here, and that is going to be Lillipup. Cute little thing here. Look at it go. Normal type. All right, so as we know, normal does not get super effective damage to anything. As a matter of fact, it's resisted by rock, ghost, and steel types. So it's pretty much just an uphill fight for normal types, unfortunately. Then we have Herdier. This is, it's a dog, basically. All right, those stats, decent. Looks like, I'm not going to say it's going to be great for the Great League, because it's probably not. Then we have Stoutland, which is a very interesting Pokemon indeed, with that massive kind of beard going on for it. A lot of hair. Let's look at the stats. Another pure normal type. Max CP 2,597, attack 188, defense 182, and then stamina 198. So Stoutland is interesting, to say the least. And that is also going to be released as a shiny variant as well. Then we have Purloin, which is going to be the cat. It's going to be a dark type Pokemon. All right, let's take a look at those stats there. Let's go ahead and move on to Liepard, so we can see exactly what it has going on for it. 1846, max CP, attack 187, defense 106, and then stamina 162. So, is it going to be good? I wouldn't say so much, not really. Who knows? Depends on the moves it gets, but judging by those stats there, it's not really going to look too competitive. All right, then moving on to the next one here, we have Pantsage. Now, from here on out, this is kind of just guessing. Well, it was guessing from the last Pokemon, but I think that these ones are going to come in Wave 1 as well, possibly. Who knows? You know, Niantic likes to hold off on releasing specific Pokemon. Some Pokemon that we still haven't seen from other generations. The Chameleon. I don't know why we still haven't seen that yet, but Pantsage, right? Grass-type Pokemon, which is going to be evolving into Semisheer here. And this is also going to be a pure grass type. That hair. Max CP 2,350, attack 206, defense 133, and stamina 181. So there you have that grass type, pure grass types there. These are interesting because it's kind of like when I first started playing Gen 5, I was like, what's with these like starter type Pokemon? Yeah, I don't know. But then we have Panpoor, and then moving on to Semisheer. And it kind of looks a little funny, let's just say that. Max CP 2,350, attack 206, defense 133, and stamina 181. All right. Then we have Panpoor, which is going to be that water type, pure water type, moving into Simipour. So very interesting to see what they're going to bring to the table. Max CP on this one is going to be 2,350, attack 206, and defense 133, stamina 181. All right, trainers. Now, personally, I do not think that these ones are going to be released upon the first wave of Gen 5. We have Munna and Musharna. Now, these ones are very interesting here. Pure psychic types, extremely defensive, just tanks. All right, so Musharna here. I know that's a very odd Pokemon design. I get it. I know. All right, so it's going to be a pure psychic type. Max CP 2,723, attack 183, defense 166, and then stamina 253. So not so much defensive, but more stamina heavy. Could it show some potential? Very possible. Alrighty, folks, now for the last shiny release for Gen 5 of Wave 1, we have Klink here, which is going to be a Steel type. Very interesting. And then moving on to Klang. The names are hilarious for this one. And the design is a design. Let's just say that. So we have max CP 1847, attack 150, defense 174, and stamina 155. Then moving on to its final evolution, Klinklang. So this is a pure Steel type. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look. So its max CP is 2,637. Attack 199. Defense 114. And then stamina 155. So great league potential. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? It is going to be week 2. Ground, fighting, and fire. So it has that to look out. But you know how it goes. Let's go ahead and take a look. All the resistances for Steel are always absolutely amazing. Resisting Poison, Bug, Dragon, Fairy, Flying, Grass, Ice, Normal, Psychic, Rock, and Steel. So Klinklang will be released as a shiny, so you have that to look forward to. Pretty awesome. And with that said, that's pretty much it and what I think we're going to be getting for the first wave of Gen 5 in Pokemon Go come September 16th. So there you have it, trainers. All the Pokemon I think we're going to be getting for the first wave of Gen 5 come September 16th in Pokemon Go, including some of those shinies, which is going to be fantastic for us to hunt. Very excited. Tell me which Pokemon you're most excited and looking forward to for Gen 5. And with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.